Hello, everybody. My name is Danbot, and today we are taking a look at Homeworld Remastered. Now, I'm not going to spoil the story for you guys because the single-player version of the game is fantastic. So, what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to jump into a player versus PC CPU battle, and we're going to play as the Higarans, the race from Homeworld 2, and we're going to fight a random race. Now, I'm going to turn on a few options over here. We're going to do standard resource multiplier, normal unit cap, starting resources medium, lock teams, and yes, we're going to do random start locations. We're going to do defensive AI so I have time to kind of talk and show you guys some stuff. Bounties, this is when we kill enemy ships, we'll get some bounties. Complete research, I want to leave this off so that I have some research to do to show you guys a little bit about the game. Challenges, yeah, we'll leave those on. They give us bonus resource units if we complete them. Relics the same way. Relics are things that will warp in and we'll get to grab them for some money. Now let's take a look. Um, there's a lot of maps for this game, so it goes up to 8 players. We'll do Dante's Requiem, and we'll go against 2 randoms. This is probably a bad idea, but let's go ahead and start the game. So for those that don't know, this is a full 3D space RTS. This is a remaster of the original Homeworld and Homeworld 2, which came out about 10 years ago. Fantastic games. They have really great single-player campaigns. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil the story, but they are told through great little cutscenes and voice acting. Just really cool games. And here comes the titular Mothership. This is the main focus of this game. Now, Gearbox has done a fantastic job uh, redoing this game. They just look great. So, like I said, we're playing as the race from Homeworld 2, and we're looking for the enemy
New
motherships.
challenge. Harvest 20,000 resources.
So,
New challenge. Destroy 20 enemy ships.
you can hear the challenges coming in. So, what we want to
Build
do is go
20
ahead and
ships.
start our resource collectors
New
mining.
challenge. Research 10 technologies.
Now, crucial in this game is research.
New
So,
challenge. Survive 20
are
more
we just
minutes.
randomly building resource collectors? Like, what's going on with that? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and have all these guys start collecting resources. Now, they want to start some research, and this is all handled through this nifty menu up here. First thing I want to look at really is getting some actual fighter facilities up. So we're going to do that, and we're going to have our capital ship, our carrier over here, start building us some scouts. 10 of them should be good.
Mothership.
Now, the other thing that we want to do is one thing you can do actually, this launch right here, is you can dock ships and you can jump the mothership with them, which is actually really cool.
Complete.
And it is a factor in the single player campaign as well, because your single player fleet is persistent. They move with you from instance to instance in the missions, or from mission to mission, I should say. So if you lose a high value ship in one level, it can be a big deal. Now,
Scout squadron complete.
fire
Mothership
facilities.
fighter facility complete. New
So
fighters available for construction.
that is done. Now we can build some interceptors,
Production underway. Production underway.
get some bombers built, and I would like to get a research module put
Scout
together
squadron complete.
on this ship. So, but first off, let's take a look. Corvette facility, capital class facility, platform control module, mobile refinery, research module. There they are. So, in the original Homeworld, a lot of this stuff is handled via ships. With Homeworld 2 and its units, they are done in modules.
Squadron complete.
So, basically, I want to get these squadrons up and running here. There's the interceptors.
Group 1 designated.
Get them to
Scout
move on
squadron
out.
Complete.
And we want to go looking. So you are able to move your units in a 3D fashion like that. It's very useful for certain things. I don't use it a lot, but it is very useful for certain facets of the game. With the carrier,
Interceptor
I want to
squadron
build
complete.
a...
Scout squadron complete. Unidentified probe detected.
really want to do weapon controls, but Advanced sensors array would be nice.
Reporting.
Let's see what these guys have found over here.
Moving to intercept. Strike group acknowledged.
And you can have different formations you can shake the ships down into.
Scout
They
squadron
help.
complete.
A lot of Homeworld actually comes down to kind of a rock, paper, scissors model. So if I'll show you what I mean right here. If you look at, say, the Scout, it's strong versus none, weak versus fighters, corvettes. And all the ships have something similar to that.
Group 1 reports
And
victory.
that's a dead probe.
Unidentified probe detected.
Well, I've found the enemy
Strike group prepare for assault.
Mothership. Let's
Production underway. New research available.
go ahead and
Mothership
harass a
research
little bit.
module complete. Production underway.
And here comes a relic, which if we capture that relic, we will begin gaining additional resources. So this is not really probably a great move right here, but I do want to harass a little bit. So
Group 1 reporting. Strike group
we'll see if we can kind of take down some resource collectors, hamper them a little bit, maybe drop their research ship.
Scout squadron complete.
Strike group under enemy attack. Carrier
And
status
this is the ship from Homeworld 1, actually.
Strike group to battle positions.
Yeah, not a great idea.
Strike group attack order confirmed. Subsystem target acquired.
None of these ships are great against carriers, so let's go ahead and
Group 1
head on
reports
home
enemy
with these
contact.
guys.
Mothership.
Now we know where the enemy is, though. We can actually see them from here. Now your mothership is capable of moving. It's just extremely slow.
Scout squadron complete. Production underway.
So we need an advanced research module before we can actually do frigates. So
Interceptor squadron complete.
let's go ahead and build
Production
that. So as you can see, the mothership has a certain amount of slots up here. The carrier is going to be the same way. Let's go ahead and get a... I don't want a fire control tower for it. Build a mobile refinery. That'll help us a little bit.
Assembly underway.
Fighter
Scout
facility.
squadron complete. We cannot
And a hyperspace
support any
module.
further units.
Construction underway. Roger.
Okay.
Reporting. Ready.
Group 1
Alright.
assigned.
What have we got? No bombers yet.
Confirmed.
Group 1 reinforced.
Yes, we need some more resource units, actually. So, let's go see if we can grab hold of this relic up here and just hang on to it for a little while. So, they have done a fantastic job of cleaning up this game, as I said before. I'll zoom in right here on one of the scouts, and you can really just get a good look at just how amazing the ship designs are. They are really cool. This is a scout. I don't know if we've got any interceptors in this wing right now, but there should be some back there, actually. So you can see the interceptor, very different ship design. I really like the scout design. I think it's pretty cool.
Group 1.
And once we get up here, we'll go ahead and push these guys out into a sphere formation and have them go. You can also set waypoints for them. So a lot of the game is handled through research. It is not the most tactical game ever. It's not quick. It's not like StarCraft, but
New
it's
upgrades
definitely got its
available.
own
Mothership
feel to
corvette
it.
Facility complete. New corvettes
very-
available for construction.
Carrier fighter
very
facility.
fun kind of game to build.
Mobile refinery complete. Production underway. Production underway.
Let's cancel this bomber and this interceptor. Pulsar gunship. That would be nice. So one thing that they have done, and I've mentioned it a couple times, it's interesting, is making you able to play the 4 different races from the 2 different games versus each other. They do have some differences, but
Allocate combat ships to guard relic against capture by enemy fleets.
thank you. But in large part, there's not that many differences between their ships. Oh, sure, the race from Homeworld 1 does have some stealth ships, and there's certain other little differences, but by and large, it's just cosmetic. So
Resources recovered from relic.
it's not a huge difference. The real fun comes from the way that the Homeworld 1 ship builds very differently unit-wise than the Homeworld 2 ship. So this kind of changes things up for you. You should be getting some gunships coming on the line here. The advanced research module's almost up. I don't have my carrier building anything, which is something I always screw up.
Mothership.
So
Gunship
you'll see that
squadron
these
complete.
facilities are maxed out.
Signing off, thank you.
We've got the corvettes coming online now, though. And we're going to want a frigate facility.
Carrier hyperspace module complete.
New capital ships available for construction. Production
Of course, we have
underway.
capital ships available for construction as well. What do I want to build? We have a mobile shipyard. These things are great. They come with 4 production, 4 module. I mean, just to expand your capacity. Got the frigate facility coming under construction soon. Capital class facility.
Gunship squadron complete.
So there come my gunships. I think it's about time we got out here because it looks like there might be some combat about to take place. Yep.
Strike group
So
reports
battles
hostile
in Homeworld are really cool. They are just this ballet of ships, just very epic looking things. Let's zoom in on one of these enemies and see what it looks like from his point of view. But one of the things that they've done while we watch this battle is they have eliminated the old clunky interface from Homeworld 1. They've given it the Homeworld 2 UI. They've very much streamlined everything. The old Homeworld, when you built or researched it, pulled up an entirely new screen. It was really just kind of, it felt old. It's Homeworld 1 has definitely benefited the most from
Gunship squadron
this remake.
complete.
Strike
But really everything they've done has just cleaned the game up amazingly, made them look so much better.
Prepare for assault. All right, stay with me now.
So I do love the guys in the
Research
ships.
available. Mothership advanced research module complete.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and
Bounty
actually go ahead and get some more research done, but we also really need some of those gunships out here. So let's go ahead and grab them.
Group 2 designated.
New heading set.
So assigning groups is very easy. It's just as you would expect from almost any game like this.
Group
What
1
can we build?
reports enemy contact.
I'm sure Group 1 does report enemy contact. There's not a lot I can do about that.
Berths are clear.
Let's get a shipyard built real quick. And
Production underway.
frigate facility should be coming up soon. I'm not going to play out this full match just because that would take
Reporting.
really way too long, but I want to give you guys a good feel for the game and the research tree, which I think you can see.
Strike group under
It's
enemy
very
attack.
different than some games because everything is done by modules. You can almost think of it maybe as buildings in StarCraft, but on the other hand,
Pulsar gunship
with
squadron complete.
the Homeworld 1 ship, you simply just go ahead and research everything. You don't really need the modules. So there's a mothership right there. Motherships are incredibly hard to kill.
Bounty received.
Strike group reports hostile contact. Confirmed.
We still got
Group 2 copies.
Group 2 coming in.
Green line confirmed.
Bounty received.
This guy's toast. So yeah, if you've never played Homeworld, it's definitely worth picking up. The multiplayer says that it's currently in beta, whatever that means. Of course, I haven't really had a chance to play with anybody yet, as the game is literally just out. But the single player campaign, I have messed with it a little bit. It is absolutely great. It's polished. It's fine. I know there are some bugs. They should be worked out shortly. But really, it's worth playing it. You know, just the campaigns by themselves, just to get the experience. Guys, I will definitely be doing some more Homeworld, so if you want to keep up with it, go ahead and give the video a like and hit subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. If you've got questions about Homeworld, if you've got comments, leave them in the comment section down below. My name is Dimebot, and I'm going to go eradicate this mothership. Later.